Let's go!
Alright, I'm waiting, eh? Man walking. Stand by. Copy? Circular, you ready? Back ladder, we you ready? Still ready. Alright, guys, everybody got a good show. Peter, the stage is yours.
What's up, everyone? You're listening to the Show Ready podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Marshall, and I am so fucking pumped for this episode. Also, without fail, I have my co-host Kyle Duarte with me, and as always, in the corner is Santi, the Cutman P, here to lace us up. So,
with the Vaseline on.
What's going on, Kyle?
Fucking another day, you know. Just
Yeah.
I'm amped for this one. Show 7.
Got a very special guest coming on.
We did it. We're ready. We're ready for it. I'm ready for it. Another
Hell
day.
yeah.
Though.
So, Kyle, you sent me this is big news for our industry and for our listeners. A lot of you guys are in the industry, and if you're not, it's big news for everybody. You sent me a post about New Zealand, and dude, it was like a packed stadium, shoulder to shoulder. I mean, I think there were some hot girls in the front row. There were some girls on some dude's shoulders or girls' shoulders, however that works out. I mean, there was some muff on the back of a neck somewhere.
And it's hot. That's hot muff too, just for anyone
dude,
to know.
It's so like, sweaty.
Festival hot muff, bro. And
just dripping down your back.
You don't even care. You're thinking that she's excited to be on your shoulders and excited in the different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, it's crazy, man. Freaking to see a stadium like that made me excited. And, you know, they had the strictest COVID restrictions out of anybody. Like, I think they were on lockdown for like close to 6 months. And you might correct me if I'm wrong, Santi, on this, but they weren't letting any tourists in without like a major quarantine. I think you had to quarantine like under the government's rule or something. It wasn't like, oh yeah, it's up to you to just go do it like Hawaii does it, you know? So pretty crazy shit, man. It's good to see that.
Yeah, they're amped, bro, over there. They've been living a good life. You know, they've a couple weeks here and there that they've had a quarantine, but for the most part.
Santi, if you go to our Instagram, pull up the post. It should be under the save post or under Kyle's messages. I think is where I saw it, right?
Yeah,
we got to at least look at the photo, man.
Restaurants, clubs, all that is just, it's going off. And then they opened up.
I got my dog in studio with me too again, guys.
So just in case we hear the farts, you're blaming the dog?
Yeah, I'm totally blaming the dog.
So
like going down memory lane, I mean, oh yeah, here it is right here. It's that Complex one, Santi. See if you can pull that up full screen. Shout out to Complex. Thank you for posting this.
Yeah, they give some good news on, you know, updated events and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
Santi, if you go back to the messages and just click on the actual photo, it should take you right to that post, unless they've deleted it for some reason. But yeah, dude, going down memory lane, if you just actually, there you go. Look at that, dude. It's fucking going off. That's crazy. Like, that was just taken recently, right?
Yeah, they're now enjoying concerts again. I mean,
15 hours ago.
This is a big thing. This is a good start. You know, this is pushing other people to get their lifted and to have concerts. They're gonna see a huge spike in just people being fucking happy again. You know what I mean? And enjoying life again. So, I mean, there's I want to say, somewhere in Australia. Sydney plots comeback, tours, support acts, and more. And I believe that's lifted
girls.
on March 8th, bro. March 8th. Australia's popping like this, you know? Barricade. What I would do right now.
I don't know if you noticed this. Look at this photo.
Barricade.
Look at this photo. Do you see any dudes in this photo? It's like a stadium full of chicks, dude. Is this a dream, or I mean, like coming out of COVID?
Yeah,
Crazy.
if you were into what's that boy band shit? Fucking see,
NSYNC?
that's how old I am. Is that's the first thing I
New
thought
Kids
of.
on the Block?
Yeah, fucking 98 degrees. You remember that shit?
No, I don't remember
That was
shit.
Santi's favorite. Dude.
I didn't like
Santi
that
had the
shit
poster
then.
up on the wall and everything. 98
Dude.
degrees. Nick
I was
Lachey.
bleaching
All right.
my tips, bro.
So Australia's about to pop off. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I know where we're going. But French judge hands out sentences in Madonna's stage collapse case.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
To like the road guys?
I'm not 100% sure on the road guys, but I know it was.
Probably on engineers, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a few years ago, right? Like that was nothing recent. That was like 10 years ago.
The trial took place on Wednesday, February 7th or 17th.
I happened to actually be I might have been in France or Peru, not Peru, Portugal when that happened, actually.
Oh,
I was out, yeah.
Jack, the former president of Live Nation France receives the most severe sentence: 2 years suspended imprisonment and a fine of €20, so 24K for us.
Damn.
And a 2-year employment ban. Wow.
It's a good time to get an employment ban and go to jail. Especially if you're in this industry, you're going to get fed and you're not making any money anyway. So what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, the British staging company ESG was sentenced to 2 years suspended and a fine of €15. I mean, the list goes on of these people getting
That's crazy.
All getting
especially with UK standards, man, that something like that happened. You know, freak things happen though too, you know.
Yeah, but they're way more into like safety and the rules than US. I used to climb up a 48-foot.
They're way more into the rules. That's fucking awesome.
What's that?
I just love how you put that. They're way more into the rules and like safety and bullshit like that. You know?
Yeah. Bro, I'll just say, like, I didn't even know what a harness was until I was fucking old enough to put it on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like beforehand, it was like that's how you showed your fucking stripes, like
your manhood,
cock feathers. Yeah, my manhood. Put the dick on the table.
I ain't got time to put on a harness. Let's go.
You're the one. I'll always say, man, you slowed me down and you put it in perspective of what it's worth to just take the extra second and not to be that hero or to be that fucking guy. Like, I'll always give you thanks and probably saved my life from being injured or a severe fall. It's ever since you pulled me off to the side and you were like mad. You're like, listen, like this takes 2 minutes and you're not going to do it on my shift and you're not going to do it on my job. Like, so just do it. And then you like set me off to the side again. Like,
dude, I saw too many bad things happen, man. I've been on gigs, multiple gigs where people have fell. So, and it's not pretty, man.
So I always got to thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, man.
Slapping me in.
I love you, brother.
Hey,
if I didn't love you, I would have been like, go get it, kid. Come on, let's go.
Exactly.
No, I do it for anybody, like them or not. You know, it's fucking. But also at the same time, it can be a false sense of safety too. So don't think just because you got a harness on, you're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
You definitely don't want to fall in one. There's got to be a rescue plan to get you out of it too, man. That's the whole thing. You can die in a harness that you're hanging from. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, you don't think about the 4-foot leash on the back.
Yeah, dude. If it's 15 feet, your circulation, you can get your legs amputated, all kinds of crazy shit. You know, from cut off circulation. But, anyways, if you guys, I mean, going back to cities, events like pre-COVID, going down memory lane here a little bit. If there was any place you could go in the world or any event, where would it be right now? That's what I want to know.
Wow. Well, unfortunately,
that's a rough question.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, like my touring was just strictly U.S. and I've done U.S. tour after U.S. tour after U.S. tour. So I'll keep it in the U.S. You know, just keep
mine stays in the U.S. too, man. I love the USA, man.
Yeah,
Europe can keep all their runny ketchup. South America can keep their really good white stuff and no ice in any drinks, you know, like I want some ice, damn it. I'm a fucking American.
That was the one thing I went to Croatia and we like bought out a whole restaurant's ice. It was like they were like, listen, we can't give you any more ice, and we were like, well, how much would it cost just to get everything? They're like, we can't do that, and we just started throwing money on the table. And the guy grabbed it and was like, okay, we'll bring it out to you. But yeah, none of that. I don't warm beer and shit like that. All right, let's keep it U.S. What I would miss, it has to be New Orleans. And it needs to be like either Voodoo Fest or the Jazz Fest that's cool every year. But I would have to say Voodoo Fest, and shout out to my boy Lashard for doing this. I was on tour, you know.
Shit, I met you in Voodoo Fest, I think, actually.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who you with, but I don't know.
I was there doing, okay, anyway, sorry, keep going. Keep going.
So whatever it was. I was there. The main act, I'm a big hip-hop fan, rap, Outkast was there. And your boy gotta love some Outkast, bro. I love me some Outkast. So I knew a person that was there with the company I was working with, or that I'm working with, and they were going to get me backstage and, you know, you massage one person, you know, you can get whoever in. So next thing you know, they wouldn't let me in. The guy couldn't get us back in, everything like that. So next thing you know, Lashard just walks in. I just met him maybe a week beforehand, and he got us on stage up on the second level deck. So you're overlooking the stage. I'm not out in the crowd. And all I am is surrounded by 20 models. It was me and one other person, and there's nothing but models around us, just raging, bro. We had a great time. It was such a good time.
Happened to me one time, but it was the Olsen twins, and I was watching Metallica at Bonnaroo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Just raging?
Just raging, yeah.
Yeah, people don't get it. They're there just to have fun too, and you know, who knows what models were there, but yeah, I mean, it was a good time.
Hell yeah. What about you, Santi? Going back in time or to the future, where would you be right now? If you could be anywhere, any time of year, fucking any show. Doesn't even have to be a show, man. It could just be like the beach in Portugal or some shit, man.
Shit, I haven't done a lot of international travel, so I'll keep it domestic, like Duarte.
Hey, domestic. USA is the best, man.
Fucking Miami, man.
Sorry to all our out-of-country listeners. Yeah? I can see you down there.
Yeah,
down at Tootsie's getting shoulder rubs.
Spanish. Everybody speaks Spanish. That's my shit. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see you fitting in down there with Frankie and the boys at fucking American Airlines.
Yeah, have you ever seen
at Mangoes?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Santi in all white, bro? He kills it with the cigar and a little fedora on.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's right in the game out there, bro.
With my fucking chest hair hanging out.
You ever been to Tootsie's down there?
I don't think I have.
No. Yeah. You got to go check it out, Trey.
11. I've been to 11.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
I hate Miami, but that's just me.
Hey, so did you guys hear about NBA All-Stars just announced they're actually going to have the game? The players fucking band up and said, all right, let's do it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
it's coming back.
I think it's stupid, though, but as even a fan, and I hardly watch the All-Star game because of how it plays out. Recently, the game has actually been good. Like, fourth quarter, they actually play defense. They want to win. But no one wants to play without the fans. You know, They bring in the live music. It's going to be something that the NBA is just trying to make money on, and it sucks that, you know, these guys should be taking the time off. If COVID was the problem, they should be taking time off, you know, isolating.
Not to mention it's more travel, more stuff, right?
More reason to, now there's going to be problems later on. And this star athlete can't play for the next, 3 games because he got COVID while playing a fucking all-star game. So
did you guys see the NHL built a outdoor hockey ring, and it looked like one of the staging companies was involved. I saw a time lapse with it, and it looked like some staging decks going down. I don't know who it was, but yeah, they built an outdoor hockey ring in Tahoe, and they're going to be playing some games outdoors, which is dope.
They've been doing that outdoor series where they did it like Dodger Stadium.
Oh, that's right.
Shit like that. So I think they just took that and, did a model of it.
And then
What a great place to do it, too, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not going to have an audience or anything. Like,
you might as well have
those
the
guys are going
scenery.
to be living the good life. You know, the players are going to be living the good life if they're staying up there for any amount of time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they supported the Olympics out there. I'm sure they can do a fucking hockey game.
Right.
Good old.
Nice.
That's my snowboarding turf, Squaw Valley,
Yeah.
bro.
Squaw Valley. It's cool. They have an
Squaw!
awesome They got an awesome Instagram page too. I follow them on Instagram. They always posting like, it must be like some of the snowcat dudes that run it, because they're always posting just these badass photos of them grooming and just doing fucking cool shit.
Oh, they
That's
have
gonna
some.
That's
Yeah,
my
some of the
backup
gnarly-
plan. If the podcast doesn't work out, I'm gonna go be a groomer at one of the mountains.
Just hot box your little fucking
Yeah, hell yeah,
operation area and
yeah.
drive and groom.
Oh, dude, that would be. My uncle works for Squaw Valley, so I mean, that would be a dream of mine too, just to get out there and just, go snowboarding every day.
So did you guys hear about former All-Star baseball player Johnny Damon got arrested for something, but he got arrested for something, but he was resisting arrest while he got arrested. So I'm sure he was sauced up or something. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
But you guys know what's up?
Yeah, I mean, the dude's in Florida, so let's just give him a little bit of a break, because whatever happens in Florida.
He's in Deltona, Florida.
Yeah, in Deltona, and it never shocks anyone. If something crazy like that, you're like, Florida is the spot. Yeah, so the dude blew
Meth gators.
Yeah, dude, bath salts, all that good shit.
Right.
Fucking, no, the guy he blew 3 times over the legal limit, and then
Damn.
I think he was like, with the cop, he was like, hey, listen, I'm a cool guy. Like, there's no need for this. I'm a good guy. I'm a cool guy. Bro, you get hemmed up and you got to go to the station just like anyone else.
Yeah.
You guy's an idiot.
Crazy.
But, 3
Hey,
times.
so back to some more news. One of my Nuggets, Jamal Murray,
Yo.
second most, what was it? It was the second most efficient 50-point performance in the NBA history against the Cavs.
Yeah, I'll
They
tell
won
you
that
why.
game too.
I'll tell you why it's the second most. Is because the dude scored 50 points without a single free throw. He didn't
Damn.
shoot one free throw, and you know how tough it is to not go to the line, especially that dude. He has it. I mean, he's one of the young players that has it all right now. A shooting game, a drive game, he's just a baller. So to do that without shooting a free throw is very impressive. I mean, we're getting ready for March Madness. Can't wait for that. Huh?
COVID edition. March Madness COVID edition.
Hey, listen,
Hey, these
Things that-
kids need fans, man. They need the energy, I don't know. That's going to be weird.
I mean, at least have the family there so that they feel some type of thing. Like, it doesn't need to be like a bunch of fans. Maybe some of your your diehard fans that travel with the teams, because a lot of these schools, they'll bring a bus with the team and fans to go to, wherever they're going. But I think for sure their family should have some tickets and be able to enjoy. This is once in a lifetime for majority of these kids, and they'll never play basketball after this again. So to have your family there is everything.
Man, I got to say too, like, the one sport that has weathered the storm through thick and thin. I mean, I think they ended up taking like 3 weeks off, but shout out to Dana White and the UFC, man. They're still crushing it. And speaking of that, that's where our special guest is actually coming from. But we got our man, Dustin Jacoby, is going to be joining us today for a minute. He's fighting on Saturday. So, Santi, if you want to, I don't know, we're watching a highlight reel of his before the podcast started.
Just to
And
get
he
fucking
was
amped.
just murking people. So I'd like to watch that until he gets on. He should be joining us here in the next few minutes. So
The dude is a straight killer in there, bro. His striking is just by far. It's just something to watch, and you're like, someone's going down. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to see some fucking blood on the knuckles,
Santi, you got to play some of the audio too, man. The audio to this is pretty good,
Yeah.
man. Like, I don't know where this track came from, but got to have it.
Yo, just this dude coming from Glory. We all know what type of men come out from there, and the striking is just by far what they stand out for. So this dude just puts people down on the mat. He's coming out with knees,
Damn.
elbows, fisticuffs. I mean, the dude wants to bang. So whoever it is, meet him in the fucking center of the ring. The dude wants to put your ass down, bro. Look at him. This dude got dreads, cornrows, don't matter. You're gonna get knocked out, stumble along.
So a little history on Dustin. This is his second contract with the UFC, and he's coming back with a vengeance, man. This will be his third, I believe his third fight, and he's going up a pretty gnarly opponent. But we're excited to have Dustin on, and here he is right now, actually. So
Hell yeah.
Dustin just joined us.
Fucking
What's
A,
up,
dude.
fellas?
Dustin Jacoby on the Show Ready podcast, man. Ladies, men, UFC light heavyweight Dustin Jacoby, the Hanyak, is joining us. What's up, Dustin?
Not much, Bobby, man. I appreciate you having me on the podcast and with your buddy as well, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, Kyle's here with us, man, and
Okay, Kyle.
Santi's here with us too. We're stoked to have you on, man, and we really appreciate you taking some time.
Yeah, there we
Sorry,
go.
bro, we lost you for a minute.
No
We're
worries, man.
excited to hear about some USA versus Russia action coming up here this next weekend. So
Yeah, man, I'm excited. The fight's next Saturday, February 27th. As far as I've seen, I think I'm the first fight on the main card, which kick off around 6 o'clock here, local time, mountain time. So super excited to face another crafty vet in Max Grishin, and may the best man win.
hell yeah. How you feeling, man? Feeling good, healthy, all that?
Yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm healthy. I feel great. Camp's been good. I've had almost 8 weeks to prepare since we found out about this fight, and things have been going as planned. And we've been working hard, punching the clock, and ready to collect that paycheck next weekend.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
Dustin, Kyle here. Man,
What's
congratulations
up, Kyle?
on returning to the UFC, man. And thank you for jumping on to the Show Ready podcast, man. Definitely huge thanks. We were watching, obviously, your highlight reel, bro. You are a killer in there, man. Like, there is no fucking doubt about it. You're there to put someone on the fucking mat. And as a fan, you're giving us everything we want to watch. So, but beforehand, like me and Bobby, we come from the touring industry. Same with Santi. And we understand what music brings to a fighter, the fans, everything like that. So what are you listening to get you amped up before the fight?
Kyle, nice to meet you, bro. Thanks for having me on the podcast. And, I'm a big music guy. I listen to music from country to rap and everything in between. But lately, to be honest with you, what I've been listening to is a lot of podcasts, a lot of books. I downloaded the Audible book,
Hell yeah.
the Audible app, and I've been listening to a ton of books, man. So that's what I've been doing with a lot of my time when I head to strength and conditioning, when I head to and from the gym. I'm always listening to a podcast or a book.
Yeah, to get you're staying focused, and sometimes music might get you a little over ready and over prepared, where you're losing more than you're putting in. You know what I mean? Just even sitting there, you're just getting anxious, ready to fight, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt about it. And like I said, I love music. To me is one of the things that it just brings out a lot of emotion. I love, Eric Church, another country artist that I really listen to a lot. He said it best. It's funny how a melody sounds like a memory. And that's what I love about music, man. A certain song could come on and it brings me right back to a time and place that I could just think of instantly in my mind. And it's always good times, man. So I'm a big music guy. I love music.
All right, so with that going in, like you're staying with the podcast, you're staying with the audiobook, staying focused. Right before you're going to go out, what are you walking out to then? What music are you going out to?
So I've been all across the board earlier in my amateur days. I'm Dustin Jacoby. My initials are DJ. A lot of my great friends, I go by DJ to a lot of people. I'd always walk out to Lil Wayne, go DJ.
Yeah.
And it's just a perfect song, man. It gets the crowd pumped up. Again, I can remember the very first time I ever walked out to it, my friends and family just going nuts. And I used that a lot, but the last couple fights I've been walking out to Tom Petty, Running Down a Dream. and that's what I'm going to stick with this fight as well. And I love Tom Petty. I'm a huge Tom Petty fan, and classic rock in general. But that one really hits me, man. It's what I'm doing, man. I'm chasing this dream. I'm running it down, and I love being in a good mood too when I'm walking out. And I've been through it all, right? I'm very experienced. I've walked out to a lot of different music. There's times before fights where I've been like raging and I've been just jamming and like just ready to kill. And then there's times where, I got Tom Petty running down a dream coming on. And I just got a smile on my face, man, and I feel good. And that's what I'm feeling right now, man. So I'm sticking with it, and one of my favorite songs.
And just to jump on that, like, I'm sure there's nothing scarier than watching a person just in a ring smiling and calm as could be. Like, some of these other dudes amped around, jumping, hitting the cage and shit like that, like that hoo-ha. I'm more afraid of the silent killer, like what you're describing right now. Which I pissed myself a little bit right now just even talking about it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Jack, sorry, my dog's going nuts.
Oh, he's got an awesome dog, Dak Attack.
Dude, man. I do, man.
Shout out to Dak.
Hey, bro. No. Hey, this way.
He's like, I hear somebody in the house. He's like, it's that big guy, man. Bobby's back.
Anytime any other dog walks by the place, man, he freaks out. He's so protective. But yeah, man. So, and like I said, you got guys bouncing off the walls, but I feel like you do your best when you're happy. When you're happy, and no matter what you're doing in life. You don't want to bring too much emotion into it. Because obviously emotions play a big role, but you want to be calm and you want to be in control of your emotions. So that's what I've learned throughout my journey, man. And I like listening to some tunes that just keep me mellow.
Hell yeah. Dustin, we're so pumped to watch you fight on Saturday, man. I'm jacked up about it just because I know you as a person now. We've done some other podcasts, and people, I promise you, when Dustin's in the ring, you're going to see some fireworks. Go watch his highlight reel. Who's in your corner for this fight, man? You surround yourself with good people, and that's one thing I love about you. Who's in your corner for this one?
Yeah, man. That's another thing I've always said. You surround yourself with positive people, with successful people, and show me your friends. I'll show you your future. You want to be around good people, and that's what I always surround myself with. Of course, the general Mark Montoya is going to be in my corner. He's our head coach at Factory X. Just a great human being, a great mentor, a guy that, it's important when you're walking out to the ring to go to battle, to have somebody on your back that if shit hits the fan, that's going to be right there with you. And there's no doubt in my mind, obviously he can't go in there and fight for me, but I know it's still that same feeling. Like if things go wrong, I feel comfortable with him. Our jiu-jitsu coach, Mario Carrera, Coach Busy, he's going to be in my corner as well. So I got those two, and we've been on a nice little run. I've had Busy in my corner my last 5 fights, and 5-0 in my last 5. So going for number 6, man.
Awesome. Yeah. We love that whole team down there at Factory X, and we're stoked for it. So.
Yeah, we've got a great thing going at Factory X, man. I think Coach said the other day we have 18 guys that fight in the UFC, and we've got tons more that are getting ready, that are up and coming, that'll be in the UFC soon. And, tons of amateurs that are just turning pro that are, you can't believe that they're still in that point in their career, because there's so much beyond that and potential and what they bring to the table. So we got a great thing brewing over there, man. I don't think it's any coincidence of all the success that we're having. And it's all led by, our general Mark Montoya.
Hell yeah. And it's that whole mentality of iron sharpens iron, right? Like when you're surrounded by all those people, you're training with them too. So
yeah, man, iron sharpens iron, and competition breeds success. I've always been a firm believer in that. I played college football. I was a quarterback, and in our quarterback room, we had 3 guys that all of us could have started, and we were all pushing each other. And it was always a theme, competition breeds success. And that's what it's like at the gym, man. There's no easy rounds. In fact, Cody Brundage, a buddy of mine, just fought for LFA, just got a big victory. I think he said it best. He's like, dude, going into this fight, it's like easy compared to, sparring everybody at the gym on Friday. So, it's awesome, man, being surrounded by a bunch of like-minded individuals.
Yeah, it comes from, I call it a little trickle effect. It starts at the top, and everyone, it's contagious. And then I'm sure, you're surrounded by nothing but some of the best in there. So it's only pushing you. and you know, you're pushing them too, because you're, you know, your success story, everything behind everything like this, your background, it's just it's definitely, you know, motivation to a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah, I
But
appreciate it, man.
for sure. I mean, I don't want to take you off of, you know, the task at hand and, you know, you versus Mother Russia. No, but but you know, what are you doing after this? Like, you know, after the fight, do you have any plans? I know you're
I,
like listening to Bobby's podcast, The Mountainside. You're a big golfer and hunter and things like that, so I'm sure you got something planned out.
I do, man. As a matter of fact, I got some big plans. I fight on Saturday. Wife and I and some family and friends, we're staying until Monday in Vegas. We're going to fly back Monday. And then on Wednesday, I fly back to Vegas, and I have my annual guys golf trip, which is
Oh,
the week after my fight. So it's perfect timing, man. I got my fight, come home for a day, regather my thoughts, get all my gear back together, and then head back to Vegas just to have a blast for about 5-6 days. So really looking forward to it, man. A great group of guys, a bunch of my best friends from way back in the day. And again, more competition. And I'm always competing, man. We're battling for a blue jacket. We're going to go have some fun and play some golf in Vegas. So I'm pumped.
oh man, and hopefully the weather is there. It's like, you know, it's perfect weather for you guys. Not too hot, not too cold. But
Yeah, it's
you know,
supposed to be pretty nice. I think this week in Vegas it's going to be like in the mid 70s, and I think it's going to continue to get warmer after that. So, like you said, hopefully it's not too windy. Hopefully the sun stays out. And either way, man, any day on the golf course beats a day anywhere else, in my opinion.
yeah.
yeah.
What's your handicap?
I'm an 8 handicap.
There we go.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm a decent golfer, you know.
Yeah,
But again, the hard part is it's early season, so you know your swing's not there. Like we always have our trip in March, and it goes for everybody. Nobody's playing their best golf in March, but you know we've all got the same hill to climb. So
Hey,
you know
but
the odds are stacked against everyone.
but I'm sure not everyone's coming straight from a fight afterwards. So I mean, they can give you some fucking leniency on that right there.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Although if history repeats itself, I tell you what, my past 2 fights, I've played golf right after, and I've shot some of the best rounds I've ever shot. So, and that's with swollen hands and swollen ankles and black eyes and just everything, elbows hurting. I'm like, man, I don't even know if I can swing a club. I go out there and surprise myself. So hopefully it continues.
Listen, you sound like an all-around athlete, baseball, football. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I did it all, man. I did it all growing up. I've always
awesome.
I wrestled, did taekwondo as a kid. You know, played football, basketball, baseball. Played 4 years of college football, and now in MMA. So I've just been in competition my whole life, man. I love it.
Hell yeah. Hey, not to mention, too, something to bring up to your buddies. I don't know if you saw it. It's the 25-year anniversary of Happy Gilmore, the movie. I don't know if you're a fan or not.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you see Adam Sandler out there crushing balls, man?
Dude, it was awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Then you saw Shooter McGavin's response.
Yeah.
I thought was super cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome, man. I don't know how many times that video circulated my group of buddies. I had buddies from all over the place sending it, and I was sending it. But, yeah, we got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We turned on Happy Gilmore. I told my wife, we got to watch Happy Gilmore tonight. It's the 25th anniversary.
Oh, hell yeah. I made my kids watch it. I got up the next morning and they were watching it before they went to school. I was like, hell yeah. Show them something new. It's like, you can't say that in school, right? Good stuff, man.
Them right.
Man, Dustin, thank you so much for coming on, dude. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule. We're going to be rooting for you for your fight. You know, we always will be. I'm a big fan of yours. You know, before you jump off of here, tell people where they can find you if they want to follow you leading up to the fight. I know you have a pretty extensive Instagram page where you share a lot more than just training. But
yeah.
Anywhere else where people can catch you on social media or websites or anything like that.
Yeah, man, I'm at on Instagram at the Hanyak DJ. The Hanyak is a nickname of mine. If you don't mind me, I'll share it real quick. It was my twin brother and I growing up. My grandma would always call us little Hanyaks when we were acting out, or when we were just acting out, when we were being crazy. She'd be like, "You guys need to calm down. You're being little Hanyaks." Well, a good buddy of mine stood in my wedding. He called me up one day. He's been to a lot of my fights. He's like, "Dude, I got the perfect nickname for you. You should be the Hanyak." And he's from Illinois, and no one knows what the Hanyak means or what it is. And I was like, dude, how did you know? Where did you see that? Like, my grandma used to call us that. I was like, that's awesome, you know? Well, my first Road to Glory kickboxing tournament, it was the first time I ever did Glory. It was the first time I ever did kickboxing. It was 3 fights in one night. I'm in the back room. I'm getting my hands taped. And the announcer's coming around talking to everybody. He's like, hey, do you got a nickname? And I was like, no. And he was walking off. I was like, well, hold on. I was like, hold on. Tonight I do. I was like, call me the Hanyak. And I ended up going out there, and I knocked out all 3 guys, and I won the tournament, and the Hanyak's just stuck ever since, man. So that's where that comes from. And it's got a deep meaning to me because my grandma, you know, and she actually just passed away in November. So
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, man, it was pretty unfortunate. She was 75. She was battling dementia and Alzheimer's, but you know, I kind of see it as a blessing in disguise. She actually tripped and fell down the stairs, and that's what actually ended up leading to her death. But, you know, she was battling a horrible disease, and I saw her going downhill pretty fast. So, you know, I just kind of see it as a little blessing in disguise that she didn't have to go through the pain and the misery that I saw her brother go through. And, you know, it kind of runs bad in our family, which is a little scary, you know, doing what I do. But anyway, we'll turn this into a little positive, you know, the Hanyak. So, thank God to my grandma, she gave me that, and now it sticks with me. And every time I fight, I think of her. But it's at the Hanyak DJ on Instagram. I think Twitter's the same, the Hanyak DJ. I don't use Twitter too much. I'm more Instagram, and then Facebook's just my name. And I'm trying to eliminate that. Early on in my career, I get like a bunch of random friend requests. I just accept them all. Well, now my Facebook, you know, Facebook's getting crazy anyway these days. But I just have all these people that I don't even know who they are. So I'm trying to eliminate Facebook to just, you know, my friends and family, my closer friends and family. But Instagram is a big one I use, man. That's where you can find me. I post a lot of just what I do: golf, hunting, training, fighting, etc., man. So yeah, to anybody that'd like to follow, it's I appreciate it.
I love your comedy stuff you put on there. The meme you put on the other day that I messaged you about, I was dying laughing, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm all over the board, dude. I put all kinds of stuff up there. And I keep it a little more simple, but I should open it up and put some more funny stuff on there, man. That's what people like to see. People like to follow that stuff. So I'm going to have to keep adding it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, you'll have to come on here and shoot the shit with us again, man.
I'd love to.
We'll have you anytime, so.
Yeah,
so thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Go out there. You got 3 other guys in your corner now, bro. Like, I'm all in on you, bro. Like, watching your fight.
I was going to kick a hole in his TV, probably.
I was amped watching. I was walking back and forth watching your highlight reel, and I was just ready just to start breaking shit. Like, I went back into old, like, roadie, you know. You got the rock and roll mentality, but this is my house. I can't be breaking shit. It's COVID time.
I appreciate it, guys, man. You see us in there, and, you know, fighters, it's a solo. When it comes down to the event, it's a solo sport. But when I go in there, man, I think of all my family and friends and people that I've met along the way. I know they're on my back, and I can feel their energy, and I can feel their support. And, you know, that really does help when you're going through the fight. And, you know, you just don't want to let people down, man. It gives you that extra strength to just finish and get through it. So get the job done. So I appreciate you guys. And after I get this big victory, I'd love to get back on the podcast and talk some more.
Yeah,
let's do it, man. Yeah,
we got to know what you shot the next a couple of days later. You know what I mean? So we'll talk a little bit more about golf.
Totally, man. I'm down.
You know, I've said this before too. You got a direct line to me, so hit me up anytime, man.
I appreciate you, Bobby.
All right. No, I appreciate you, man.
With you guys.
Man, that guy is salt of the earth, man.
Bro,
great guy.
A down to earth,
humble
being.
AF.
Yo, I got chills going right now because I'm afraid.
I'm sweating, bro.
I'm afraid, like, he was just like, I don't know, it's not possible, but a leg kick or one of his knees, like, I think he's gonna put this dude down with a fucking knee. I don't know what it is. I have this little gift that comes to me.
Yeah.
Knee is gonna be this knockout, bro. This dude he's coming at you full steam ahead, and just listening to him, getting to know him first time, fucking great human being. That's scary.
That's so cool. Such a cool guy.
Yeah, when people are that calm, that focused, bro, this guy, he's gonna put this dude's dick in the dirt, in the canvas, bro. In the canvas.
So yeah, and everybody that he trains with down there is kind of that same mentality. It's just a great group of people. If you're ever in Denver, they encourage people to drop into. You can go down there and roll with, probably not with some of these guys. They have certain fight camps, but you can go down there and roll and get instruction from some of these guys. And that's at Factory X Muay Thai. It's Coach Mark Montoya. He's a stud. He's always at a UFC. Always. We'll try to get him on here too at some point when he's available. But yeah, man, big shout out to Dustin and his whole crew, and we're hoping success for him on Saturday.
I don't know if we're able to. Let's all get together and do a little Instagram live. Have a couple drinks. Yeah. Watch him fight. We'll do our little commentating. Anyone that wants to jump on with us and shoot the shit.
It's pretty simple to watch the fight. If you don't have ESPN Plus, go sign up for it. You get UFC fight nights on there. I think it's $5 a month or something. Totally worth it. We're not sponsored by them.
Are they our sponsor?
But they're going to go to watch the fight and not be able to get on.
You just rolled that in there. It sounds so good, bro. Like yeah. I literally was about to pay double to go get ESPN Plus because you just sold it.
Well, ESPN, we want our cut then, so we're waiting for that sponsorship.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, man. Well, shit, man, we burned up the time with Dustin, but what a great guy to have on.
What's been up with you there, Bobby? What's new with you? I know you're busy, fucking Mountainside just booming.
Yeah, it's
people
crazy.
That don't watch the Mountainside, go watch the Mountainside, but watch Show Ready first. And then the Mountainside. No, I'm fucking with you, bro.
Listen to them both, man. That's the whole point. So if you don't like what you're hearing from one, you can go get some education from the other one. And if it's too educational, come on over to this side, So this is my fun podcast. They're both fun. But the other one I'm learning, and sometimes my brain starts smoking. Got a great episode that just came out last week. Matthew Kimpson, he's a tactical shooting competition guy. He's in the top, 10 of those dudes, and that's some elite shit. Like they'll farm or carry 450 pounds for 300 yards and then have to take a 300-yard shot with a rifle on a 2-inch strip of tape while your arms are smoked and that sort of thing. So it's a lot of running, shooting. I don't know if I was going to go compete in something now, I think it would be that, not at any sort of high elite level, but just for the fun of it, man. I mean, you're strapping on a bulletproof vest, a full kit.
Yeah,
and
like a big and tall event, though. You need to have the big and tall.
That's a Dairy Queen, bro.
You need to have the big and tall event for the big boys that can't run and that can't, roll around. But
that's it. There is some, I think you get time deductions for if you miss a shot or something like that, right? It starts going off your time. So you can get cut out a couple different ways.
If they had that where it's you had to carry your groceries, make a sandwich, shoot, I'm all game in that. I'm carrying fucking shit up 6 flights of stairs sometimes. Right. I'm ready to rock and roll sometimes. Holy shit. Dude, I'm still amped, bro.
UFC's no joke, man. That's going to be a good card. I know we're just coming off of some amazing fights from last weekend, but this weekend you got to go watch. I mean, Dustin is going to be something to reckon with. This is his second or third fight back to the UFC after being out for 15 years. So
I didn't even want to mention his stuff, his last 2 fights over in the Contender, right?
It was one in Contender, and then I think he's had – it's either 1 or 2. Santi, you might have to fact check me on this. I think it's only 1 UFC fight that he's had since he re-signed his contract. But his Contender Series fight was a show. I mean, if you have Fight Pass, go back and watch it, man. It was fucking awesome, and it was good to see him get a contract. I think almost all the guys that won that night got contracts too, which is really unusual. So that says something too, because there was a lot of heavy hits on it. I don't think Dana just shelled them out. And then he showed up for his first debut UFC fight on a fight night and just murdered in the first round, I think. It was an awesome performance. So I would imagine he's still got that same head of steam. He's been doing nothing but training since the last one, and he's no joke,
Bro, like, I know he's not taking his opponent lightly. The dude's a veteran. I seen that he had a bunch of fights. I mean, he's not fighting some Joe Schmo guy, but
Dude, if you're in the UFC and you got a contract, it is the elite top 25 in each weight division, you know, and he's a light heavyweight. So those guys, nothing against those other weight divisions, but to me, that's probably the toughest division there is. You know, you're fast, you're heavy hands.
bro,
They're the most explosive.
Yeah,
when you get taken down,
out,
you're talking about, you know, 400 pounds of men hitting the mat pretty hard plus, you know, so it's no joke, you know.
So yeah, guys, so his last 2 fights were UFC, and so he fought August 4th, 2020, and then October 31st, 2020.
Okay.
So obviously his last fight was in October.
And that was a TKO in the first round?
Yes, the October 31st on Halloween, TKO. Yes.
Oh, Halloween. That's right, dude. It was a badass fight, too. Great to see that W for him. So.
Well, I'm thinking another one's going to be coming on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Get ready for some fireworks, like you said, Bobby. What's up with some funny shit going on? I know I sent a lot of stuff that, you know, I almost spit out fucking cereal on one.
Not only do I love doing these clips on the show, but I love receiving them too, because it's just so fucking hilarious. And I think, should we start scrolling to the bottom so we can stay somewhat current with them? Because there's so many, they're starting to build up. And I think we only end up doing about 4 or so per episode. Yeah. But is there anyone? I'll let you pick, Kyle. You pick.
I mean, we got to go with what's going on in all around the U.S., which is fucking just crazy cold weather. And look at this D-bag that Santi, right above the Buffalo. This guy. I mean, these are what people like, you know, I want
this looks like Holland.
Yeah, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. Ooh. Oh, yes. Face plant right into a fucking
some sewage water.
Oh, my goodness. And look at him. He just looks like he's just defeated right now.
So this dude was definitely at the mushroom shop. He was at the smart shop getting some shrooms.
Dude, even with the ice breaking, him slapping his face, he looked like someone just grabbed his feet like, I don't know if Satan grabbed his feet or the Loch Ness Monster did, but he went face first in ice, and that does not feel good.
This post is at Complex.
Another Complex. Out to Complex.
All
right. Oh, go to this iceberg one, just down in the middle of it. So I don't know, what are these fucking scientists or something that are trying to get a sample? They're on this floating iceberg. There's a ship, and whoever's on the ship is videoing. And this roller wave comes in.
Oh, shit.
And they both get sucked off.
Oh.
And then the fucking iceberg tips over on them to boot. So not only are you in Arctic freezing water, now you got a fucking iceberg the size of
that one guy's dead.
A 3-story building.
We're watching
nature's metal.
Listen, hey, we gotta warn, if anyone's watching this shit on YouTube, this guy's dead. The dude that's in the center of that iceberg is dead. The one person's out.
Holy shit.
He's dead.
Yeah. Shout out to Nature's Metal, one of my favorites, man.
Underneath, like, they're no joke. Oh, man. Hey, that's
Hey guys, did you guys watch this one? This is my favorite. With all this shit going on and people stealing from your fucking
Crime Faces, you got to play the audio too. Crime Faces is one of my favorite Instagram followers out there.
Car pulls up. Dude hops
with all these ring cameras now that everybody has, all these porch pirates.
Porch pirates.
Clearly in the view of the nest.
I think that's probably the podcast title for this one. Unless we come up with some better.
This is a great addition to
oh my goodness. Look at all so nonchalant. Like, oh, yo, this is my package. I just pulled up to my house and I ain't going in.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Spray y'all. What you young boys
AR spray y'all.
I know you say it in your rhymes, but it looks like
look, that's an old head with the young head just telling them too, like, listen, you'll die for that
motherfucker.
Watching, sipping yak with that shit on his lap. He's not in the hood, but he's still on that.
Look at him run off. His boy left him. His boy left him.
Lucky it wasn't an IKEA box and he brought you inside and made you put it together.
That's not a pistol. That's an AR-15.
I don't know where they're at, but there's somewhere where it don't matter. Like, you know.
All right, we got time
California.
for one more or two more, Santi. What do we got?
We
got to go to this NBA dunk from
thank
last week, man.
I was just
this shit. Who is this kid?
Number one pick in the NBA draft.
He's a rookie this year, right?
Rookie
Anthony Edwards.
Look at him come off baseline and puts his dick in some dude's face. That is what that is. And if anyone's watching,
look at him walk away smiling. This is the best too, man. Like, look at this smile he's got on his face.
Dude, this kid is gonna be dangerous.
Hey, as Steph Curry comments the emoji "Oh my God" face, then that was a good dunk.
For anyone that can't see this, the dude cocks back the ball so far back and puts it dude, right here. This is your game.
Bleacher
NBA
Report.
Jams.
Yeah.
You're on fire. After that, he just leveled up.
That guy caught a poster. Who's the dude that caught the poster?
It don't matter. Some white dude that can't jump. That's who it is. White
He's
guy
on
can't jump.
Hey,
all right.
Okay, let's watch.
If you have one, I got the other one. I gotta watch the guy that's right above him.
Right above him.
Right above.
Oh, okay. Yep. Let's watch that. This will be the last one.
So many tricks with the ball. This guy is twirling.
Is that a crack rock or a cigarette?
Listen, at that point, it don't matter. I think it's just a.
Oh, what the?
He puts it in his mouth. I think he swallows it. So this guy looks like he can tie. I mean, for sure, he can tie a damn cherry stem, no problem. Because this
he's keeping a lit cigarette in his mouth, rolling it around from cheek to cheek. And then he takes a swig of like a Monster or something, swallows it.
And that's a Colt 45, 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all you need.
He swishes it around. How does he keep that shit lit?
Bro.
It's got to be like those trick birthday candles that don't blow out.
No, I don't know. Come on, bro. This dude don't have enough money to buy his next beer, let alone some trick candles for a
He's
goddamn.
making some money right now.
This is real life shit. This dude is just known for this. He's just like
shout out
everyone that sees him.
Easy Rollers.
Easy Rollers.
Easy Rollers. Just
if you're a stoner, go follow this page. I wouldn't share a blunt with this guy.
No, listen, it's COVID
there's no
time.
puff pass with him, dude.
Not with that. That's the same thing as when people put the whole blunt in their mouth and pull it out. Like, I don't need that shit to be that wet at all.
Okay, so last video. Let's go to this white dude with the mullet here, and you got to play the audio for this one.
Please.
This shit made me laugh.
I want that man. Nobody comes time to doing cool shit. Everybody's a bitch. Everybody talks about doing cool shit. Nobody comes time to doing cool shit. Everybody's a bitch. Everybody talks about doing cool shit.
He almost has like a fro mullet. I've never seen that before.
That's good. Yeah.
The dude
Barstools.
So this dude's got a full-on mullet. He's like upstairs at a house party, and he's telling everybody, "Hey, you know, everybody's into doing cool shit until it's time to do cool shit." And if you've seen this guy, he's got some cool shit haircut, man.
So this guy,
his mustache almost matches his ugly ass mullet.
But this guy's walking into a room where he's stating this, and the reason I see him stating this is because everyone's just sitting on their phone. And he's like an old head where he's like, listen here, motherfuckers. I'll tell you what.
This is the guy that bought the house party the beer.
Oh, easily. He might have even brought
Joe Dirt.
He might have even brought a Taco Bell party pack. You know what I mean? A couple.
Yo, look at the first comment. The wisest words comes from a dude that looks 23 and 43 at the same time.
That's that young old head.
That's fucking
good
funny,
shit.
man.
Some good shit.
All right, fellas. Well, we're coming up on time, man. This has been a great episode. Thanks to our guests for coming on, Dustin, Jacoby. Thank you guys for being here. Listen, if you're listening to this right now, we really appreciate your support. Please share it with a friend. Please follow us on Instagram at ShowReady. If you want to get at us, if you want to send us some funny videos, please do at ShowReadyPodcast.com. If you want to get at Dustin the next time we have him on or you got a question for him, we'll forward that on to him. So, yeah, message us, DM us. That's where we keep track. Everything is at Show Ready. The other place we keep track of all that shit is at Patreon. Thank you to everybody that's supporting us at Patreon. We really appreciate all your guys' support. There's some bonus footage. If you go there and you sign up for our Patreon, there's some bonus footage that you can get in touch with us there. We're going to be doing some stuff here in the future, some different contests and stuff like that to get at us. So yeah, check us out there. There's always information at showreadypodcast.com. We're on Twitter, all that stuff. Check us out.
Yo, one thing I wanted to say too is a lot of the people that, you know, we know, everything like that, you might be listening. Throw us some of your pictures of old memories that you have of some shows or something that brings some, you know, happiness to you that we can show, we can post, we can talk about. And, you know, we have hundreds of them, pictures, memories, everything like that. But, you know, we definitely want to hear it from our viewers and the people that, you know, support.
If you got your Cat's Deli receipt, go ahead and post that and see if they beat myself and Kyle at Cat's.
Never.
$97 tab at a sandwich shop, dude.
You can never beat our tab, bro.
And we only ordered one beer.
We had to split the beer because I was so poor at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, dude. I can't wait. We need to have some more involvement with our viewers. So that's going to be you guys just coming in, chiming in, just like
we want to have that involvement. So hit us up, please.
Yes, please.
Hit us up. Let's end this shit. Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
Let's go.